Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back for your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And let's just dive into this new value report from Ripple. It's not so much new because we do know a lot of the information around it. I have it open over here. We'll go over a few things that I find very interesting about it, but we do see here from Ripple, more than 90% of global finance leaders think blockchain and digital assets will significantly impact business, finance, and society in the next 3 years. Let's break down more crypto trends from our 2023 new value report. 72% of finance decision makers expect to explore tokenization to drive innovation. The business opportunity of tokenized assets is expected to reach $16 trillion within the next 7 years, technically 6.5. 58% of global payments leaders see faster payments as the #1 value prop for incorporating crypto into their cross-border payments business. You know what's very interesting about these statistics? One, that the market today is sitting at less than $2 trillion. It's a little bit over $1 trillion in valuation. And they are looking at an expectation of $16 trillion of just tokenized assets by 2030. Imagine what the market cap of crypto will be in the next 7 years. I would imagine it being well over $20 trillion. And also, as we do look at the next statistic, 58% of global payments leaders see faster payments as the #1 value proposition for incorporating crypto into their cross-border payments business. What is an asset that has been, primed for the cross-border payment market for the last decade? XRP. As we see these major leaders around the payment sector, they are hyper focused on faster payments. And it's the #1 value proposition around crypto. So what do you think is going to happen in this scene over the next couple years? In my opinion, XRP is going to be vital for a lot of these major leaders. And Ripple has been spearheading XRP adoption for a while to some of these large entities, especially institutions. I believe that the next 3 years, as they say, is going to be extremely, extremely exciting. Now, within this value proposition, right? Or value report, I should say, sorry. The value proposition around tokenization definitely is very exciting. We do see up here, they talk a little bit about the report focusing on tokenization, DeFi, NFTs, CBDCs, all that kind of good stuff that we've been talking about for a little bit of time now. Here we have a few global finance leaders are confident in crypto, digital assets, and blockchain. Over the past 6 months, finance leaders' confidence in the crypto industry has increased by 72%. Very exciting. And we could see a lot of those areas at which they are excited about crypto as well. Over the past 12 months, finance leaders' confidence in using cryptocurrency solutions for their business has significantly increased by 26% and somewhat increased by 39%. And of course, we do see 48% excited or confident about crypto as well, and anticipate big impacts from the technology. Over 90% of global finance leaders think blockchain and digital assets will have significant or massive impact on business, finance, and society in the next 3 years. 37% coming from digital banking and fintech. 32% coming from PSP or third-party aggregator, and 31% coming from technology. Retail banking and commercial banking, about 28%, and 27% coming from money transmitter or payment provider. And this is great. And as we do look at tokenized assets, here we have tokenized assets. Most decision makers in this space are anticipating tokenized assets like CBDCs, stablecoins, NFTs, etc. to have meaningful impacts across business, finance, society, and specific use cases or industries. Compared to last year, respondents expect greater impact from CBDCs and stablecoins in less time. Cross-border payments and consumer-to-business payments are the top 2 most highly ranked use cases for both CBDCs and stablecoins. Enterprises are particularly bullish on the use of NFTs for business in the metaverse and event/ticketing. Over 80% of global finance leaders are somewhat or very likely to use cryptocurrency, CBDCs, and or stablecoins in their business in the next 3 years. So, like I said, in the next 3 years, we are really going to see a massive boom around crypto. I really do think that a lot of people aren't prepared for what's coming. And we even do see the key benefits of tokenization on a blockchain include, and they do break it down here if you guys did want to see it. And of course, the opportunity, $16 trillion. It is absolutely massive, right? And as we do look at this, imagine the value that's going to be unlocked through tokenization, especially even fractionalization of some of these major asset classes, like, for example, real estate, which I've talked about many times on this channel because it's in the hundreds of trillions of dollars, right? Like, I don't think people really realize what's happening around tokenization as a service within the space. And there's a ton of great opportunities being built out on the XRP Ledger as well around this. And here you guys have Homebase, a crypto startup, tokenized a single family rental property in McAllen, Texas on the Solana blockchain, and real estate investors purchased the NFT for about $250,000. So it's very exciting. Things are moving pretty quickly around this space. And again, real estate tokenization projects are bringing more players into the market, more assets on chain, including Solana, XRP Ledger, Ethereum, and others to increase liquidity and simplifying the home buying, selling, and renting process with secure, verifiable transactions, automated processes, and fewer intermediaries. Again, absolutely game-changing technology. The benefits here are extremely large, and I don't think people really realize this. And even, Citi predicts that the tokenization of financial and real-world assets as blockchain's killer use case, with an estimated growth factor of 80x, 80 times in private markets, and $4 trillion of value by 2030. I'm telling you guys, focus on the big picture here. And also stablecoins, right? They had $7.2 trillion worth of annual stablecoin adjusted transaction volume in just 2022, which was one of the worst years for crypto by far. So imagine what stablecoin values are going to be in terms of transaction volume in the next bull run. I would argue that it's going to be well over 2 times that volume. And again, Citi estimates as much as $5 trillion worth of CBDCs in various currencies circulating throughout major economies over the next decade. This space, I'm telling you guys, it's so exciting to be this early in the space because now we are starting to see the big players really predict what's happening around crypto and what will most likely happen around crypto as well. And I would argue that I think that their predictions are conservative. I think that we are going to start to see a lot more growth within the space very soon. And here we have payments use cases for CBDCs and stablecoins, top 3 most frequently selected responses in each column. Cross-border payments being the number 1, consumer to business payments being number 2, and wholesale being number 3. And then we do see the rest down here. So yeah, I think that this is a great report. I think that this kind of gives us a little bit more of a viewpoint on what's happening. Again, this report is not extremely new. It's a little bit older of a report from this year, but it's still something to look into because, as we look back at some of these reports, it's exciting to see where we are headed. In my opinion, institutional adoption is only going to continue to grow from here. Tokenization adoption is only going to continue to grow from here as well. And there's going to start to be a lot more initiatives being built out within the space, especially on ledgers like XRP, because the XRP Ledger has been built around a lot of these great use cases to really kind of spearhead the move of institutional adoption as well as mass adoption as well. So again, if you guys have the time, definitely go check out this full report. I know that I spent a little bit of time on it. I know, I apologize, but I did want to lead over here to the next major one, and this is Tokenizable Assets, $13 trillion in mortgages alone. This is from David Schwartz. Shout out to Riz XRP for the video. Check this out.
Being solved. Blockstars, Ripple's.
I do hope that YouTube doesn't mute this. I thought the music was going to be turned off, but hopefully YouTube doesn't mute it. If they do, I will leave this video link down in the description below for you guys to go check it out. But here we have it.
Welcome to Blockstars, Ripple's podcast that features leaders and developers in crypto and blockchain to discuss the latest trends, technologies, and the real-world problems being solved. I'm your host, Ripple CTO David Schwartz. You may have noticed that my voice is a little off today. I just got back from a Ripple event in London with the new Medico employees and burned out my voice, so hope it holds for this. The tokenization of real-world assets, RWAs, is one of the, if not the most enduring use case for crypto and blockchain. According to recent reports, Boston Consulting Group puts the total estimated value of tokenized real-world assets at upwards of $16 trillion by 2030. But since essentially anything can be tokenized, when we're talking about tokenizing real-world assets, we're talking about boiling the ocean. Here to help us unpack and conceptualize this topic, drill down into the applications, use cases, and protocol standards, and better understand its uses for developers, end users, and businesses are a few very special guests. I'm excited to be sitting down with Carl Jacobs, CEO and co-founder of Home, Jazzy Cooper, Senior Product Manager at Ripple, and Ryan Gledhill, co-founder and CEO of Thala. Welcome to Blockstars. It's great to have all of you here.
Thanks for having us on, David.
Thank you.
Let's start with some guest intros. Carl, you want to lead off?
Sure. I'm Carl Jacobs, serial entrepreneur. Been doing this for quite a while. Got into the blockchain stuff about four or 5 years ago, and pretty excited about the opportunities it provides. Thinking a lot about mortgage and these assets that you quoted 16 trillion in tokenizable assets. Well, mortgage alone is 13 trillion. So that's definitely a big opportunity. And interestingly enough, we've been tokenizing assets for other situations for many, many years. The federal government in the United States carries about a third of their balance sheet is in mortgages. And so these financial products have been kind of living in the real world, but could be made much more efficient on the chain are really interesting to us and I think a lot of other people.
Again, I hope that YouTube doesn't mute that, but nonetheless, yes, this is how large tokenizable assets could become. This is $13 trillion in just mortgages alone. Imagine when we have, larger portions of the global real estate market being tokenized on chain, right? It's $300 trillion. So, 1% of that, 10% of that, and over time, it's going to be a much larger percentage because fractionalization is opening the door for real estate to blossom into a much larger asset class. $300 trillion could turn into $600 trillion. And this is the door that tokenization and this type of technology is really opening. It truly is unimaginable on where the space is going to go within the next couple years. And the next decade alone, I see a lot of people saying time frames. A lot of people are very impatient around the space, but the next decade within this space, speculation wise or not, if you see the hype around crypto from some of these larger organizations like the BIS or the IMF, et cetera, then you understand why I'm so excited about what's happening around this space. The next decade is definitely going to be very exciting, especially around adoption. And I think that this new value report from Ripple really kind of clarifies that. And there is so much happening on the XRP Ledger as well around some of these great areas. For example, from Ripple X Dev, we do see it's almost time to announce Wave 5 XRP Ledger grants awardees. Suspense intensifies. And down here, these projects that were likely to be considered: tokenization, infrastructure and security, developer tooling, interoperability, data API, financial use cases, sustainability and social impact. And the number one important thing here is tokenization. We are going to continue to see more XRP Ledger use cases being developed and built out. And I'm very excited about this because so far we have seen incredible use cases from NFTs to real estate to you name it. And just recently we've seen a lot more projects really kind of sharing with us an idea and a vision of how incredible it is to have integration within the XRP Ledger ecosystem. For an example, NFT Trade Official. NFT Trade integrated XRP Ledger and became the first multi-chain NFT marketplace to support the XRP Ledger. What this integration holds for the XRP Ledger ecosystem: unmatched functionality. NFT Trade now offers a seamless platform for users to create, buy, sell, and earn NFTs on the XRP Ledger. This integration brings a whole new level of functionality to the XRP Ledger ecosystem, empowering artists, collectors, and gamers alike. Expansion of the XRP Ledger ecosystem. NFT Trade's entry as the first multi-chain NFT marketplace on the XRP Ledger brings vibrancy to the ecosystem. Users now have access to a diverse selection of high-quality NFTs from various chains and can showcase their work all within NFT Trade's marketplace. Protocol level royalties. NFT Trade's integration with the XRP Ledger introduces protocol level royalty protections, maximizing creator value with automatic royalties and co-ownership through XLS20. Artists can easily track their earnings and transactions all in one platform. By integrating with the XRP Ledger, NFT Trade simplifies the NFT experience. Artists can showcase their digital creations, collectors can explore unique NFTs, and gamers can discover new in-game assets all under one roof. Advanced and secure marketplace. NFT Trade's commitment to providing an advanced and secure NFT marketplace experience strengthens the XRP Ledger ecosystem. This integration opens new opportunities for the NFT creators and sets new industry standards for traders and speculators. And the best part about all of this, right, is that this is more so, for retail. Now combine that with the use case around tokenization from institutions and from these major entities around CBDC, stablecoins, which are happening on the XRP Ledger as well. We are seeing stablecoins issued out on the XRP Ledger. Like, all of this combined is incredible for value creation and also for adoption. I really do think that specific ledger technology, specific DLTs within the space, are going to be the ones that are disrupting large percentages of the global industries out there, specifically real estate. I always focus on real estate just simply because of the value tied to it. But, realistically speaking, we have no idea where the space is headed. But from one perspective, I look at the XRP Ledger as something that is unmatched, and we're only going to continue to see it expand and built upon, because even from Ripple XDev, again, QuickNode now supports the XRP Ledger as well. Integrations are happening, and this integration itself will empower developers with top-tier infrastructure to create scalable, secure, and accessible dApps on the XRP Ledger. This is more so centered out on scalability. I am very excited about this because, again, as more integrations happen on the XRP Ledger, more and more dApps can be built upon it that are extremely scalable, secure, and even accessible. And again, this is going to spearhead the move on creating an ecosystem that is extremely vibrant, and it's going to be something very special once we start to see more adoption. I think one of the biggest complaints that everyone has is, the XRP Ledger is great, but there's not enough use cases built upon it. And I think that that's going to change very soon. I just recently talked to you guys about the grant program from Ripple XDev as well. I think that they announced 9 projects. I really do think that this is going to continue to expand. It's going to become a big powerhouse. And I'm very, very excited about the future here, because all of these use cases are going to change the way everyone is looking at the XRP Ledger. I truly believe that, especially as we look at tokenization and what's happening around tokenization, but all of these other great use cases as well around these projects. Guys, pay attention to the big moves being made around the XRP Ledger, because again, Ripple is not the only big company that we need to look at. There's so many other great companies and projects within the XRP Ledger that you should also be focused on, because all of this is value creation and also XRP demand. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night. Wherever you guys are on this world, that's been Nick. Peace out, guys.